Hello, I'm Alexander, and today we'll be looking at iFi Go Link Portable DAC AMP. I would like to thank iFi Audio for providing the sample for this review. I'm not paid to make this review or offer any specific opinions about this product, and all thoughts expressed in this review are my own. Go Link is based on the ESS ES9219MQ DAC chip, and it has a 3.5mm output. The dongle supports PCM decoding up to 384 kHz at 32 bits, has DSD256 and DXD384 support, and it also supports MQA. Go Link arrived in a small package. There is a branding and illustration of the dongle on the front of the box and a list of technical specifications on the back. Inside the package there's iFi Go Link DAC AMP, USB-C to USB-A adapter, USB-C to Lightning adapter, warranty card, manual and a sticker. iFi did a great job including all these adapters, so now most of the platforms are covered. I had some experience with iFi products in the past, though I never reviewed any product on my channel. This is my first iFi review and I'm quite excited. iFi product stands out with their features, design and builds, and Go Link is no exception. The body of the DAC is made from magnesium alloy and it feels solid. Plus its matte finish not only looks good but also resists fingerprints. The length of the dongle without the cable is 48mm, the width is 12.6mm and the height is 7.6mm. The magnesium alloy casing gives Go Link both sturdiness and the ability to shield the device from external electromagnetic interference. On one edge of the dongle there is a 3.5mm gold-plated connector, and on the other end there is a cable attached. By the way, the 3.5mm connector here uses a so-called S-balance technology that reduces the channel crosstalk. The cable is not removable, which can be a deal breaker for some people, but I myself think the fewer connection points, the better. The length of the permanently attached cable is 100mm, which should be enough for most scenarios. The cable itself is braided and quite thick, so I don't expect any surprises in this section. On the top of the dongle there's a high-res sticker, an MQA inscription and an LED indicator. The LED changes the color according to file format. I'm a big fan of color indication, so this approach resonates with me. Overall, I'm pleased with the build, product design and choice of materials. Talking about technical specifications, total harmonic distortion is less than 0.004%, signal-to-noise ratio is 125 dB, and dynamic range is 122 dB. The maximum output power is 70 mW at 32 ohms, and it's not very impressive, especially looking at the competition, but what makes this tiny device stand out in this price range is its sound signature. I was mainly testing Go Link with my old and trusty Samsung Galaxy S10 that runs on Android 12. I used FLAC and DSD files with USB Audio Player Pro and Apple Music for lossless streaming. Setting up the Go Link was a breeze. You just plug it in, connect your headphones and you're ready to go. After the initial product launch, iFi released additional firmware updates for the Go Link. At the time of making this review, there are already 3 versions available for download: 1.66, 1.69 and 1.80. My unit was shipped with version 1.80, but if your unit is shipped with the earlier version, you can always update it. The only downside I have noticed during operation is when you disconnect the headphones from Go Link, so it doesn't pause or stop playing music, which means it doesn't send the headphone connection status to the smartphone, and it's a bit disappointing. But lately I'm seeing the lack of such functionality with many other dongles, so maybe this functionality was dropped at some point. Talking about power, Go Link supplies up to 70 mW of power at 32 ohms. While it's not the most powerful dongle out there in its class, the performance is still impressive, especially taking into consideration its power efficiency. With most of my IEMs, I rarely increase the volume past 70%, with the exception of maybe Let's Shure S12 Pro, which is more power demanding. And I would say it is able to drive most of the IEMs on the market today. At the same time, I didn't notice any audible noise with sensitive IEMs, and this is exactly what you should expect from a quality DAC amp. The next important aspect for me was how it would drive my full-size headphones. I had no expectations for it to drive demanding headphones, but I still tried it with Sennheiser HD6XX and iFi Man Ananda Nano. And that's where I came across a very interesting discovery. While on paper Go Link doesn't have enough power to drive such headphones, it made my 6XX sound even smoother and silkier than it originally was. I then switched to Ananda Nano to confirm my guess, and man, it sounded so organic with Go Link that I did not believe my ears at first. Nano tends to be on the analytical side, but with Go Link it sounded more rounded and lush, which I liked a lot. I don't believe that DACs can have a significant impact on the sound, but the amplifier section of the DAC can still introduce some changes to the sound. And the amplifier section of Go Link is pure magic to me. The sound is musical, lush, warm, and quite resolving at the same time. With both 6XX and Ananda Nano, I still had to crank the volume up to 90% to reach my preferred levels of volume, and while 70 mW is not enough to drive either of these pairs, I was pleasantly surprised with the synergy. The bottom line here is that Go Link will be an ideal companion for headphones and IEMs in 16 to 150 ohm range, and it will pair exceptionally well with bright and neutral bright headphones. To me, the Go Link strikes the perfect balance between price and performance, and in addition, it has iFi's in-house warm sound character. Considering what it brings to the table, it's a great portable DAC amp, and I think iFi did a good job. Pros: good design and build, iFi in-house sound signature, MQA rendering if you still care about it in 2023, S-balanced 3.5mm connection, dongle comes with both USB-A and Lightning adapters, enough power to drive a lot of IEMs and efficient full-size headphones, suitable for sensitive IEMs, and the dongle has a musical and warm sound signature. Cons: non-removable cable, the dongle doesn't have a stop-pause feature when you disconnect the headphones, and USB-C to Lightning adapter is quite bulky. When iFi released the Go Link, they entered a very saturated market of accessible dongle DACs and amps, but they did it their own way, and that's exactly why Go Link should be on your list if you need a well-sounding portable DAC amp in this price category with a musical, lush and warm sound signature. Alright guys, that's all from me for today. If you want to see more content like this, hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye.